I gotta imagine you're pretty happy. I mean, to go out and get it done that quick. What's the emotion like for you right now?
Man, it was really good. To get that done that fast. Getting the first place was awesome for me. So now I'm a little safe. I'm never safe here, but I feel I could do, my best inside the cage. Everything could work out the way we want. We was trying to get this first round finish, and we got it. So more than happy.
Did you know that was going to be a possibility? I mean, obviously you've got great submission game always, but I mean, did you know hey, I think we could get this thing done real quick, or did you expect this was going to be more of a battle?
I couldn't study a lot about him because you don't have a lot of footage on the internet, but I knew I'd get more experience. He would be maybe a little, exciting and stuff. First time in the big event and stuff. So. I believe in myself. I saw what I was doing at the gym. How hard work we were doing at the gym, and everything was just working out perfectly. And I knew we could do it. My coaches told me that, and I just believe in it.
Once you locked in the choke, did you know like we've got it, or were you like, I'm not sure, should I let this go?
Yeah, I didn't see at the beginning about the punch, because I throw the punch, I go for the takedown, and when I see he was falling, I said, oh wow, got the punch, get it, so I tried to throw some punches to finish the fight, but then I see the darts, and I just go for it. When I go, I felt was really tight, I said, yeah, I will not let it go, I just keep it here, squeezing more and trying to get the submission.
So last thing for you, I mean, you're in a great position. Are there any matchups that make sense for you next? Like, are there fights that you want, or does it matter who you get paired up with?
Not really, it doesn't matter, you ended up like knowing everybody here, because we stay kind of like in the bubble, This remembers me, the Ultimate Fighter, everybody kind of living together, we all in the same hotel, so I talk to my, maybe future opponents, past opponents, so we like, that is a really good environment over here. So I don't really have a name, whoever they give to me, I need to face the best ones, to get into the belt again. So I don't care who I'm gonna face, I just need to be ready, as I was today, to get a good job and get this belt once again.
Can you talk a little bit about this run that you're on, man? Like, ever since you're exiting the UFC, it's like you're a completely different fighter.
Yes, I know. Man, something changed in my life, like especially in my mind, and about the body was the weight cut. I think the weight cut that was killing me. I used to cut like 35 pounds, and I think this too much, especially for me. I'm a grappler, so I kind of lose the power. My first round is actually not the best one, but in 185, I had to do my best in the first round because I kind of like, I was getting tired too fast. And I talked to the doctors, even if I stayed in UFC at the time, I would move up to 205. It's something that I even talk again with Maheta, Thiago Santos. We talk about that, and he was feeling a lot better, on 205, and I feel the same. 205 is truly my division. The guys are stronger for sure. Power, but I don't, waste my energy during the weight cut. Now the weight cut is too easy, and I feel even more confident. When you diet too much, you feel kind of like sick. So I don't want to feel that again. I think that was a good change. That we made. And besides that, I don't know. My relationship with UFC at the time wasn't. I don't know. Wasn't that good. You know what I mean? Wasn't bad, but I think it was better in the past.
Now, with the weight cutting thing, is that something that you talk to like teammates about? Be like, hey guys, we don't need to cut all this weight. You actually can do better if you fight at your natural.
I always talk about this with my teammates. I always say, man, don't waste your whole energy, mentally and physically, like trying to lose the weight. I don't think it's good. In the PFL is even worse because you gotta make the weight every 2 months. So I think the best thing is like, keep close to the weight. I think 15 pounds, 15 to 20 is something safe and healthy. 15 now is too easy, to be honest. I can eat like just normal, you know. I like to eat healthy, you know, but I can eat normal, you know. The week of the fight, I just eat a little less, you know, control a little bit the carbs and stuff. But you know, besides that, like I have a normal life now. You know, in the past, I used to live in a long diet, you know, trying to keep light, you know, and that affects my my performance in the fight and affect my performance in the training. You know, I couldn't actually get better. I was always worried about the diet. You know.
Last thing for me, you kind of touched on it there, but how important is it to have these quick fights like this in this season format? It's not exactly a tournament per se, where it's, you know, back-to-back fights, like, but you have some time in between. But how important is it to go out there, get a quick finish, no injuries, smooth, and go right back in?
Look, I always get into the fight, you know, knowing that I will fight either 3 or 5 rounds, you know. But I try to make you know, the things present itself. You know what I mean? Like I want to make things happen in my favor, you know, to get some submission or knockout. But I try not to force, never, you know. I never get into the fight and say, I'm going to finish the first round, you know. For sure I won, you know, but I put in my mind that I'm going to fight 3 rounds of war, you know what I mean? Because if something like this happened, awesome, you know. And we knew that it would be good, especially on the PFL, you know, to get a quickly, you know, submission or knockout, whatever, you know, to get a good position, you know, in the ranking and be on the playoff probably.
Hey, Antonio, how are the feelings getting this victory? Are they similar to your first victory when you entered last year? Whereas you won the first fight and then you win it again, and it's like, okay, guys, we're going in a direction again, like you talked about the vision.
Yeah, brother, this was really good, you know, even quickly. But I'll be honest with you, like last year, you know, was kind of relief because I was coming from not a really, you know, good time in my career. You know, 3 losses in a row. That was terrible for me. You know, emotionally, I was not good, to be honest. You know, when I get the submission, you know, and put him in a good position, I said, well, I'm back. I need that. You know, I need that against a tough guy that was Tom Lawler, you know, a lot of experience and stuff. So it was really important. You know, that first victory last year was more than just a victory. You know, it was a coming back.
How are you going to stay focused, winning it all last year, and then now, I mean, all these guys you faced all type of fighters. So now it's like, okay, I know what I got to do, but you got to stay grounded though. You know, you can't think, okay, I've got all these wins racked up. It's like starting all over. How do you keep grounded and keep yourself focused?
Man, I always focus, you know, fighting is my life, you know, that's why I moved to US, you know, I leave all my family and friends over there in Brazil, you know, I love to be with them, you know, but I leave everything behind, you know, I need to stay a little far from them to be here training, so every time I wake up, you know, I remember that I'm a fighter, you know, no matter what, like I try to keep it like all my life turned to this, you know, I like this sport, man. You know, I decided I would be like an athlete. I didn't know even like what kind of like athlete I would be. You know, what kind of sport I would do it. But I decided that when I was like 15 years old. You know, so I always look at the TV, see the guys on the Olympic Games and stuff. I said, wow, you know, that impressed me a lot. And I said, I want to be the athlete. You know, so I love this kind of like mentality and you know lifestyle.
Antonio, do you feel like you put the division on notice?
Oh, I hope so. I hope so, man. I hope so. You know, I'm doing my best. I think last year was a good run. You know, this year I started good too. You know, like good submissions. I got last year was 2 submissions, a good fight against Emiliano Sword. I think everybody enjoyed that. You know, just not me and him. No, just kidding. It was really good. You know. And I could prove myself a lot on that fight too, and I hope so, bro. I think so.
Did you get a chance to watch any of the other fights? And I just want to know who impressed you tonight.
Bro, everybody. I didn't see the first fight. I see a little bit about Wilkerson and Bruce. You know, Wilkerson did a really good job. I didn't expect him to do that with Bruce. You know. And Hamlet, you know, as I knew, he's a very strong guy. you know, but I'm impressed. He gets way better, you know. I think he's striking, he's more confident, and I'm happy for him because the guys are really good guys, you know. we knew each other last year and we've been talking and stuff, and I'm impressed with all the, you know, all the performance, you know. Omar, I'm not impressed because I know what he's capable of. You know, this guy, we trained together, you know, we really trained together every day at the gym, and I knew he would do something like that. You know, that guy is so fucking strong. Oh, sorry for that. That guy is so strong, you know what I mean? And I knew he would do some good performance, you know. Last year, that fight wasn't the Omari that I know, you know. But he did really great against a tough guy too.
And then finally for me, you know, you got names out there like Glover Teixeira, Corey Anderson, Vadim Nemkov. Do people need to start talking about Antonio Carlos Jr. as the best light heavyweight in the world?
I hope so, man. I think to be honest, I still got some things to do, you know. The thing is now we got a lot of good guys in different like organizations, you know. That is me, that is Corey Anderson, you know, Glover. Glover is a friend too. He's also an American top team. But I hope they do it. I hope they do it, you know, at least in the top 5.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. That's it! Yes! Yes! You know, all my coaches, American top team, Conan Silveira, you know, Gabriel Oliveira, Diego Lacerda, you know, my conditioning coach, and I'd like to say thank you also for Marshall Ino, you know, a big support me for this fight, so really thank you, brother, really appreciate for everything.